What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So today I want to start working on another quest. This is a quest that's been in one of the earlier chapters and we kind of skipped over it for a long time. We need to prepare for it. We can't just jump into it right away. Pretty much what I want to do by the end of today's episode is get to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon. That's the ultimate goal. I don't know if we're going to achieve it, but that's what I'd like to work towards today. So in Regrowth, there's only one kind of jetpack that I'm aware of. Yep, that's the one from Mekanism. That's what we're going to be looking at getting today. It's the reason why we haven't gone to the end yet, because I don't want to go to the end, get knocked off the platform immediately, and then, lose everything, because that's no fun at all. I've had that happen to me once before. Don't want it to ever happen again. So whenever I go to the end in a modded playthrough, I always make sure I have some kind of a jetpack or something along those lines. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get ourselves the Armored Jetpack. This is actually the second tier of the jetpack. There's actually the regular jetpack, and then there's the armored version, which upgrades the regular jetpack. So we have to make this one first. So that requires a couple of steel ingots, a 310, a basic gas tank, some osmium redstone. That's not so bad. And then one of these basic control circuits. So this stuff was kind of scary at the beginning, but we haven't looked at this for a minute. And now we have all the things required to make it. And we can upgrade that again to the bronze. With bronze, a block of steel, and then some diamond dust to get the armored jetpack. Now, what I understand is the armored version of this particular jetpack nullifies full damage or reduces it, one of the two. I assume it gives you a little bit of extra armor protection as well, whereas the regular one wouldn't. Anyway, these are things we'll have to figure out since I haven't used that before. Another thing I've done off camera is I did add in 2 more ME drives here, and I filled them with 1K storage discs. I got rid of our seed chest that was over here, and then got rid of the other chest that was holding our upgraded chests over here. Just trying to clean things up further. And yeah, our 1 ME drive was basically out of room, so we had to do this anyway. We don't really need bigger than 1K discs right now. We might eventually upgrade to the 4 or 16K, depending. But for right now, this is going to get us by so much better. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm going to go and craft this up real quick. It doesn't look like it'll be too complicated. We already have all of the Mekanism machines. Yeah, let me go and craft that up, and then we will be right back, guys. Alright, guys. Well, I went ahead and I made up the Armored Jetpack. We pretty much had everything in the system to make this, so I didn't have to craft anything else. But we are going to need another machine, the Electrolytic Separator. That Electrolytic Separator? Maybe it's Electrolytic. Anyway, we need one of these machines. Apparently what you do is you put water in, it separates oxygen and hydrogen, and the hydrogen is what we use to power this thing. Right. So I have everything pre-crafted up. We just have to actually make it. Let's go and do that. We don't want to use that one. There we go. All right, cool. So there we go. There's the Electrolytic Separator. Another steel casing, some steel plating. All right, so we got everything together here. So the only thing we should have to do is provide this with power. We might need to make the upgrades for it. I've never used this thing before. And then we're probably going to have to, just give it water and power, really. All right, so we're running out of room down here. I keep adding machines and not really expanding out. Really not sure what we're doing with all these machines just yet. But there we go. It's got some power. And I think, well, let's grab some water. Do we have any infinite water sources down here? No. I will grab this water right here. There we go. Okay, so we got water in here. All right, so it's doing stuff with the water. Oh, there's hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, this dumping excess. Oh, okay, that's probably what we're gonna want to do. We really don't need the oxygen, although that might work for doing our scuba. I'm not sure. Let's figure that out. If that'll work for the scuba, we might do that instead of using the air compressor. You know what? I think the scuba tank, I think that's still over here. I'm curious how this works. Curious how this all works. Oh, I didn't want to switch over to it. Mariculture. We'll see if that fills it up. I know those are 2 different mods, but if we could put oxygen in this tank without using the air compressor, that would be pretty cool. No, it doesn't look like that's going to go in there at all. All right, that's fine. So if we put this here, oh yeah. Okay, so it's draining it into this one. Oh, that's going to take quite a bit. All right, so this has got a little bit of the hydrogen in it. Let's check this out. All right. Oh my goodness, guys. Wait, is that... Oh, it doesn't get rid of fall damage. At least I don't think it does. No, we're still taking just a little bit of damage there. But that's pretty good. I like that. We were able to fly in Regrowth, guys. This is amazing. Okay, so 922. Now we fly up a little bit. Let's go back down. Let's not kill ourselves. All right, so 857. So it does use it quite fast. Well, at least fast enough. What does this even look like? That's pretty awesome. I like that. Cool. All right, so we're going to have to get a little bit of water going in there. We're going to want that automatically filled up with water. Don't know if a good way to do that right now. Pretty much the only way we've been creating water automatically is through these water tanks, right? I mean, I guess we could also use a pump, Buildcraft pump. I'll have to figure out how we're going to do that. I mean, if we're going to use a pump, we already have a pump and power down by our steam boiler down below. Maybe that's what we're going to end up doing, just sticking it down there, out of sight, out of mind kind of a thing. Well, anyway, guys, let me go ahead and play around with this for a little while, figure out what we're going to do next, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so for right now, the place where we're putting our electrolytic separator is just right underneath our steam boiler. I just have it connected with a basic universal cable on the side, and it's touching the pump, so it's getting both water and power. Yep. This is one of those things we don't have to touch a whole lot, so I don't know how necessary it's going to be to, you know, have out in the open or whatever. But anyway, I made myself a basic gas tank here. This is pretty much the gas storage for Mekanism. I went on the wiki because I don't really know much about Mekanism, like I've said before, and it says that there's a whole bunch of different types of gas tanks, but in this mod pack we only have the one. Yeah, I guess all the other ones have been disabled, or maybe this version of Mekanism had them removed, or I honestly don't know. It doesn't matter. This can hold 64,000, I guess that's buckets. I don't know if you say bucket of gas, but anyway, yeah, I guess the jetpack, since it's more than half full, at about 15,000 holds, I would say 20, 25,000. I'm guessing somewhere around there. Anyway, the way these gas tanks work, from what I've seen, is you fill them up like that. You can set them on the ground, then you can right click on them, and then you have like a bar showing you how much stuff is in there. It can even tell you here what it's containing, and you can just put your jetpack like right here, and it'll fill up from the gas tank. That way you can have large gas storage without having to keep your jetpack in the electrolytic separator thingy. Anyway, so that's how this is working. So for right now, while I'm doing other things, we're going to be filling up this gas tank like so, and we can move on to other things. So the other bits that we need to do for this dragon fight is we need to get ourselves a bow, right? So we need some kind of way to attack the end dragon. This pack does have Tinker's weaponry in it, but it doesn't have the super overpowered Signalum crossbow that we use in Infinity Evolved Expert mode. So I went into a creative world and I was trying out different types of crossbows. One that I found that was going to work pretty good is we are going to use a slime crossbow limb, fiery bowstring, cobalt crossbow body, and obsidian tough binding. So those are the 4 pieces for the crossbow. So the slime crossbow limb, this guy right here. So the way we have to make this is with a slime crystal. It doesn't matter if it is blue or green, but I think we can't make the blue, but we can make the green. That might be wrong. So we just need to make some slimy mud and then smelt it. And you do that with 4 slime balls, dirt, and sand, so that is not so difficult. Fiery bowstring, I believe we've already gotten a lot of the fire string from spiders in the nether. Maybe not. No, we do. Oh, it's fiery. Oh, flame string is what it's called. I'm sorry, flame string. So yeah, you can do that. These are all parts that we can create over here with the stencils and stuff. So we'll have to make the bowstring pattern, the fletching pattern. We need to make the crossbow limb pattern and the crossbow body pattern. So these are the 4 things that we're gonna need. The bolts are made by making a tool rod. So we already have, yeah, the tool rod pattern is right here. you pour out something, you leave the tool rod here, and then you pour something else out onto it. So the bolts that we're going to be doing is a manulin bolt with a manulin tip. So we're casting out a manulin tool rod, and then we're going to pour manulin on it, which I believe is 2 full ingots worth. And then we're going to use slime fletching, which I think it's slime balls, or maybe it's a slime crystal for the fletching. I'll have to double check. And if we can't do that, we'll end up going with just regular feathers since we have that. But the best ones, I believe, is the slimy leaf for the fletching, but I don't think there's a way to make slimy leaves in this, at least that I've seen. So anyway, I got a bit of crafting to do. I'll make all those parts up. We'll come back, we'll put them all together, and we'll check out our crossbow. Alright guys, well I went ahead and I made all the different pieces that we need to make our crossbow. But while I was doing that, I noticed in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, it shows that the information about our jetpack. I didn't see that before. Yeah, my microphone's kind of in the way for seeing that corner, usually when I record. Anyway, so it says mode regular. You can set it to be a hover, and then also shows how much fuel you have left. The jetpack holds 24,000 units. Yep, so it'll last for quite a while, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out so you guys don't think I'm super blind. But yeah, here's all the different pieces that I ended up making. So yeah, you have to make the slime crystal, and you put that in with the fletching thing, and then you get one of these slime fletchings out of it. Like I said, manulin tool rod with a little bit of manulin poured on top of it. Then we got a manulin bolt, and we did the same thing, slime crystal. You need 4 of those with the pattern or whatever, the stencil. You had to make the crossbow limb. 5 ingots of cobalt go into the cobalt crossbow body. I don't remember how much obsidian goes into this. You can just do that directly with the obsidian and the, I guess it's 3. So yeah, material cost 3 is what that says. So probably 3 obsidian, and then fiery bowstring. So let's go and put this all together and see how this thing works. So bolt, let's do, I guess this one, or is that an arrow? No, that's the wrong one. Where are the bolts? Ah, they're right up here. Not next to the other ones. So there we go. There's that and that. 192 shots, manulin bolts. Tinkerer achievement get! Okay, and then we'll do the crossbow. So we'll put that here. Whoa, careful there, fireworks. That and that. There we go. Slime crossbow. It's got a reinforced 3, so it'll save on the durability a little bit. That was one of the purposes for getting the obsidian. The attack says 17.5 hearts, which isn't so bad. The draw speed isn't so great though. 2.8 seconds between each shot. Yeah, we can fix that by adding some redstone to this, and that's going to be our next step. Okay, so let's grab some redstone. I got some seeds growing over in our automated farm over there. So we're going to want a few redstone blocks. I think we need a total of 15. I think it's 15. And then we're probably going to need 15 dust as well, just because of the way this all works. All right, so currently the draw speed on this thing is 2.8 seconds. You can add redstone to decrease that. So we'll go ahead and do 5 of those and then 5 of these to make a straight 50. So now the draw speed is 2.45 seconds, which is better, but it's not that great. But yeah, we want to continue putting as much redstone on this thing as possible. We want that draw speed as low as possible. All right, so now we're at 2.1 seconds. And there's the rest of the redstone. Now we are down to 1.75 seconds. We can make that even better by putting the additional modifiers on this crossbow. Yeah, additional modifiers, and then adding more redstone to it. I think the fastest draw speed you can get is 0.25 or something like that, but since this mod pack doesn't have signalum, which is a really cheaty material for doing that, yeah, we have to have a slightly slower crossbow than what we did before in Infinity Evolved. All right, so manulin bolts, this is what the crossbow will shoot. So we want to give this thing, well, we probably want to give it a little bit of auto repair. I don't know if we're going to do that. I might just be able to make more manulin bolts as we go forward. But what we want to do is put quartz modifier on there. We don't have very much nether quartz. We do have some of this nether essence though, so we should be able to do some of this. All right, we'll turn these into blocks. I'll have to grow some more of that nether essence. That's something I've been meaning to do. I just haven't gotten to yet. All right, well, I made more of this stuff than what I wanted to, but it's all fine. All right, so we have to do this, I think, 8 times. All right, and that does all the oh no, one more time. All right, there we go. So now its attack is 2.5 hearts. It won't repair itself, so we have a finite amount of those things. We could probably put an additional modifier on here and then put auto repair on there for later, but we haven't really had much need to have a crossbow. I think you have to shift right click. No, you just right click on this and then it loads the bolts. All right, so we got 1 bolt loaded in there. So we're doing 18.5 hearts. That's not so bad. That should one-shot pretty much everything, right? Except for the end dragon. So that's what this bow is going to be used for, is killing the ender dragon. Let's fire it a little bit. So 1 shot, 2 shot. Yeah, it's not the fastest bow, but it's going to work, and that's all that matters. Cool. So we'll have a way to attack the end dragon. We'll be doing a lot of damage. 18.5 hearts is pretty good. And it also has critical damage bonus right below there of 0 to 10 more hearts. So we can do up to 28.5 hearts, which is pretty amazing. Anyway, so now we got the damage, we got flight. I think we're pretty much set to go to the end. I'm going to go ahead and drop off some extra tools and things like that we don't need. We do have to figure out how we're going to get to the end, though. One of the quests that we had, oh, we have a quest with unclaimed reward somewhere because I did something, I guess. What did I do? Oh, I made the gas thing, and that's what it wanted us to do. Cool. Oh, and that's going to give us 2 gas tanks. I already made 2 of them. Dang it. Anyway, let's claim that, I guess. Yeah, up here, one of these top quests is this one. Yeah, okay, so this wants us to make the end portal placer and an Eye of the Ender, 12 of them. End portal placer. I didn't even look at the recipe for this. I probably should have. Oh, okay, so that's just Essence of Ender. I think I went ahead, I used all my Essence of Ender to make Ender Pearls earlier, which was a mistake, so I'll have to grow some more of these to get this stuff. But yeah, that looks like that's going to be pretty easy. Places end portal structure 5x5 centered around your feet, removing blocks if necessary. Now, from what I understand, this particular, like the end portal, we should sleep, I'm tired of the rain. The end portal is unbreakable. I don't know if that's been changed in this particular mod pack, but those blocks are unbreakable. So wherever we set it, it's going to be there for good. So we're going to have to figure out where we want that thing and make sure it's not in the way of anything else that we're going to be doing. Maybe stick it like in the little island thing under our base, right here in the center. I don't know if that'll ever be in the way. Just stick it down here by the water or something. We're not going to be going there too often, but I definitely don't want it in the way if we're trying to build something later. Anyway, let me go ahead and get some of that essence done, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I think we're ready to go. I went ahead and I emptied out everything that was in my knapsack. If you die, I do believe everything that's in here spills out onto the ground. I don't want to lose any of the stuff that was in there, so we emptied it all out. So I have the end portal placer. I got our 12 eyes of Ender. I got our crossbow and our bolt, and I have a pumpkin, so if we accidentally look at Enderman, it won't cause any problems. I just had to grow that pumpkin real quick, so we got that. So I was looking at our quest book here, and let's see, this wanted us to make those 2 items, and now it wants us to go to the end. So that's going to give us a red heart canister and a companion title scroll when we get there. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do this and kill that end dragon without any problems. Yeah, I was looking up different hammers to make. I forgot that we already had one. I was looking up different hammers to make because we're going to put the end portal over here. There was like this little island between our different island sections, I guess, that has been spawning mobs for a long time. It looked kind of ugly and out of place, so I just kind of flattened it all out so it's just one level above the water, I guess the same level as the water, so we can place something on it. I'll probably end up chipping away most of this as things go on, but I want to level that out and then light it up so mobs aren't spawning there anymore. So I'm going to put the quest book away. We don't really need to take that with us. I don't think we need an axe with us at all. We might need a shovel, question mark. Is there anything in the end that we need a shovel for? Maybe not. I guess we'll just take it with us. It's fine. I think we're ready to go. Let's go place this portal down. Let's check this out. I don't think I've ever used one of these before. It says it places it at your feet. So we'll just kind of get in between some of these torches over here. Maybe like right here should be good. Let's do it. All right, so places end portal structure 5x5 centered around your feet, removing blocks if necessary. Done. Cool. So we got that made. And then Eyes of Ender. We'll just go and throw these in here. And nothing special. It's just the end portal. All right, so let's put the pumpkin on. We do have to remember that we lost some protection. Actually, I guess we didn't. The armored jetpack seems to be providing a lot of protection, doesn't it? We take off our leggings. All right, then we lose some protection. Yeah, I guess this provides... How much is that? Let's find that out. So the armored jetpack is 6 shirts worth of protection. So with the pants on and boots, yeah, we have full armor. All right, so that's cool. Anyway, we'll probably hold F1 or have F1 going. Let's put the crossbow. Okay, so crossbow selected. We'll hit F1. Let's go to the end. Okay, we'll do the F3A thing since all the chunks are unloaded properly. Oh, there's the dragon. That's why. That's why I wanted the jetpack, because that would have been goodbye us. All right, let's get on the land. Where'd the dragon go? All right, over here. I guess what we should do is fly around and get all the crystal things, right? Oh, let's not be too close to that. Unfortunately, when we are in the F1 mode, we can't really see where our things are shooting. We can't aim. We can't see the dragon health. Maybe we'll aim like this. Get him! Get wrecked! Well, we might not even have to take down these, the crystal things. But it is pretty easy to do that, so I guess we will. We'll take these down. You get most of them? I think we got most of them. There's a few on the other side of the island. Anyway, where's the dragon at? There it is. Come here. Whoa. Come here. Oh, I was totally whiffed that one. Yeah, the problem with the Mekanism Jetpack... The problem with this, you move really slowly. There's a hover mode, but like you hover really slowly. There's no way that I can tell to speed it up. There might be some enchantment from another mod, like the haste enchantment. Is that from Thaumcraft? That might be. So we might be able to get the haste enchantment on our boots. All right, there we go. Come on. Shouldn't only be like 1 or 2 more hits. You know, maybe since we're up so high, we can take this off and not worry about the Enderman so much. There it is. You're dead. We did it, guys. We did it. All that lovely experience. So good. So I don't think there's anything that the dragon drops in particular that we need. But yeah, that's a lot of experience that we're going to be getting, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know what we're going to do with all this experience. We'll have to figure that out. How much do we have here? We have 79 levels. I think there might be some that's still in the end portal here. We have the dragon egg that we can get. I think you just right-click that. Where'd it go? It's over here. Let's collect this thing. We'll do the old torch trick. There it is. Got it. Then I'll fill this all back in. So I don't know if there's anything else that we need to do here in the end. I see that there are the end bees here. I don't see that there's any ores or anything around here. I guess we could, you know, set up an Enderman farm if we needed to collect ender pearls that way. I mean, we can always grow ender pearls. So I'm not really sure what else there is to do here in the end other than kill that dragon. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. I guess we could collect endstone should we need a whole lot of that for some reason. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to head back to the base. I am going to... Yeah, check the quest book, see what else we need to do. It said we needed to visit the end, so that might be the only thing that we had to do here is just come to the end. I don't even know if we had to kill the dragon. Maybe that's part of the quest. We can turn F1 off now. I guess we can take the pumpkin off her head now. So what does the quest book say? Location, the unvisited, killing task, the end dragon. Nice. All right, so we did everything we needed to do, right? So that's going to give us that title scroll and a red heart canister. And the red heart canister does give us an extra heart, so we'll have 11 hearts, which is pretty cool. We should look at a way to farm these later on. I guess we'll just need to get some more, like a mob spawner or something and kill a bunch of monsters. I think it's a pretty low % chance to drop, but I think it should drop from all regular monsters, right? I think that's how that works. Oh, you know what? There was one more thing we should have done while we were there. There's the, yeah, I saw this quest. I saw the icon here. This wanted us to get Ender Air Bottle. Now, I think you just take a glass bottle. I think it's just a regular vanilla glass bottle. All you got to do is just right click it in the end, in the air, and then you get the Ender Air. I think that's all you have to do. Let's just go complete that task real quick. I don't know if that's going to unlock anything else for us, but we'll figure this out here in just a second. The F3A thing once again. Yeah, I think the obsidian underneath there shows where the other type of hive is in the end. There's like 2 different bee types. So right click, Ender Air Bottle. All right, let's just go ahead and get, I guess, all 6 of those since we're here and we're doing it. Soul Frame. Anyway, so we have the Ender Air, which should complete this other quest. In fact, let's stop for a second. Let's take a look at it. That's going to give us 8 more Ender Air bottles. I don't know. I don't think that said it unlocked another quest elsewhere, although it could have. It could have. All right, guys. Well, I think we pretty much reached the end of the episode. We got a lot of good stuff done today. We finally made ourselves a crossbow from Tinker's Construct Weaponry. We got the End Dragon defeated. We got flight. That's so awesome, guys. But yeah, I think that is pretty much going to do it for today. We're running out of time for the rest of the episode. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.